When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will kick it away to start us off. The ball bounces through the end zone. And it will be a touchback. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. To the air, it's Lagway. Quickly complete. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Thompson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Works the middle of the field. Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
The Dogs are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. Inside, touchdown, Nebraska. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Look like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Glagway. Using his feet to buy time. He tried to get out of trouble, but he goes down for the sack.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bishop. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
At the 26-yard line. First down for the offense.
The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Runs through a tackle. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box. He's moved to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the shotgun the handoff to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Williams will pass, buying some time. He turns it loose to the left, and it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. The pitch. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game, because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's well. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Going right to work up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Snagged out of the air. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 11 over Arkansas. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams looking for a man. Fakes the grab on the left.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Huskers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Already find a hole in that secondary. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking for space. It's high. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And you got to be one.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Cornhuskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Motion from the wideout. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Glagway. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week it was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets away. At the 35, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Dogs come to the line in the hurry up. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bishop. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And as he throws, working that left side. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thompson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Quick release by the QB. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
So now it's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Forced out of the pocket. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Right down the boulevard. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 18 over Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Georgia going up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Throwing right. It's complete. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him.
Got some room, made him to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Williams will pass. Finds his man down the middle.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Wants to throw on first down. Still on his feet. Looking down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Give him 6. Touchdown, Husker!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams looking for a man. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Quarterback making checks. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see.
Trying to burn this defensive back. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job on the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Interesting play call for this offense, man. A slow developing screen on a 3rd and short when a defense is a little bit aggressive and it doesn't work. And it's easy to question after the fact, obviously, right, guys? Like, it didn't work, but I don't love that play call when I know a defense will be really aggressive on 3rd and short.
As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. Goes at the 39.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw in that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Making side adjustments here. Williams will pass. Got it in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Here's the handoff. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's flagged away. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another.
Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Touchdown, Georgia! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Williams looking for a man. Quarterback now breaking the field. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, or Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Defense is there to make the stop, but the snap sets up the throw. Back's got it. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Slams ahead. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal to go situations, Palmer. Got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Williams will pass. Buys a little extra time. Caught in the backfield, it's Ives. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback, keeping his eyes down the field.
Makes the grab. It's Nelson. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Get set.
Looking to throw on first down. That's it, fly. Complete downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Going up top again. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Williams looking for a man. Working that left side now. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. Fires on the move. Makes the grab.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Got rid of it just in time. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Steps away. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Calls his own number. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to pass their way in. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many 1st downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Makes the catch. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Trying to take it back. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose.
Ways to get a first down. That's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads up play, force the fumble and recover it. First down.
And David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Dogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half. The D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. What a show both of these teams put on today. couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.